Welcome to the first episode of the tutorial series about StudyJet. In this series, we will cover the role of instructor on the site. Begin by logging into StudyJet. Enter your atmonline.org account username and password. You get these credentials from StudyJet authorized personnel. The recommended browser for using this site is Google Chrome. The first page that you see will be your virtual office. The top half of the screen displays a list of courses that you are participating in as a student. The lower half will display virtual classrooms that you can join as an instructor. At the top of the page, you will be able to see several icons. Admin panel. We will make a separate video dedicated to the admin panel. Days remaining until your license runs out. Notifications. And finally, a link to your profile as well as a logout button. Let's log in as instructor. Every time you log in, the site will automatically check some technical parameters, namely the speed of your internet connection, as well as whether you have a microphone and/or webcam available. When logging in for the first time, the site will request access to your computer's microphone and webcam. Click Allow on the pop-up to enable it. If you need any help with setting these up, please contact our tech support. When the parameter check is over, a button will appear. Go to Classroom. Click on it. On the right side of the screen, you will be able to see yourself through your webcam. A red dot will appear on the right side of the Browser tab, which indicates that your microphone is on. In the middle of the screen, you will be able to see student cards. The video is from the student's webcam. On the left side are the chat and call icons. As you may have guessed, these will allow you to converse with the student via text chat or call them.
Hi. Hello. Doing good?
Yes.
Great. Bye-bye.
Bye. If you mouse over a student's card, a white triangle will appear. It is a menu, and you can open it by mousing over it. Here, you'll be able to see some information about the student, their email address, as well as the expiration date of their license. There are also some functions available. You can view more detailed information about the student. If you were to click on the second icon, you would interrupt the student's session. For example, if there are internet connectivity issues and you want them to reconnect. The third icon will allow you to take a screenshot of a student's webcam. The fourth icon will allow you to assign a student to yourself. There can be several instructors at a time in one classroom, so this is simply a way of dividing work among them. If you click on the background, then you will be able to see which course the student is currently taking. Here you can view the exercises that they are working on. On the left side, indicated by a green line, are all the exercises that the student has already finished. You can access student statistics by clicking on this icon. Both students and instructors can use this tool. As the instructor, it is vital for you to be aware of how your students are performing and if their points are up or down. This graph provides enough information for you to be able to adequately judge how well the student is doing. You can return to the list of students by clicking Students List. Here, at the bottom of a student card, is a progress indicator of how far through the course the student has progressed, as well as how long they have been studying since logging in. Now, let's cover everything you need to know about filters. Looking at the student card, you will see a star on the bottom right. If you click on the star, it will assign the student to favorites, and the star will now change color. You will notice a star change to green on the student card you selected as a favorite, and the other student's star is not colored. This is useful, for example, if the student is about to finish their course and you want to pay more attention specifically to them. You can view just favorite students by clicking on the Favorites filter right here. Let's go through all the other filters as well. When you use filters, only those students that match the filter or filters will appear on your screen. Students. The Students filter has three modes: all students, students that have not been assigned to any instructor. If there are any unassigned students, there will be a blue indicator next to the list of students, displaying the number of students that have not been assigned to an instructor. My students. Students that have been assigned to you. The Course filter allows you to filter students based on the course they are currently taking. On this test account, we only have one example course, but when actually working with the site, you will see more choices here. Raised Hand. Raised Hand is a button that students can press to indicate that they need help. This filter will allow you to see specifically these students. You can see the moving raised hand icon on the top right side of the student's card. You now have two options. The first is you can immediately contact the student by clicking on the phone icon. But let's say you are tied up with another student and it will take a few minutes to get to the student with a raised hand. Put your cursor on the raised hand and click. You now see a time bar. You can let the student know when you will be able to contact them by adjusting the time bar. Click the green tick to confirm. No target. This will filter out students that have not been given a goal for today. Paired exercises. Students currently doing a paired exercise. Active. Students that are not currently on a break. Unfamiliar with rules. Allows you to filter out students that have logged in for the first time and need to be familiarized with the site, and especially the technology of study. Doing demo course users. Company owners that want to try out StudyJet are given access to the site for 1 day and assigned to the Study Technology course. As the instructor, you can also enable two students to voice chat with one another for doing paired exercises. However, this will be covered in a separate video. Student pairs doing exercises will be listed here under the filters. The upper half of the screen contains several more icons. You can view your statistics as an instructor, use a glossary, or view information about new site features. Before we exit the classroom, let's cover one more tool, the instructor statistics. You can access them by clicking on this icon. Instructor statistics depend on how well your students have been doing with their studies. Now, let's exit the classroom by clicking on this icon. After clicking it, you will once again be on the main page with a list of courses and classrooms.